Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday morning. I am pre-recording this because I don't know on Bugout Weekend, which is currently where I'm at, if I'm going to have enough cell service to be able to make and upload and do all that fun stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and finish out the week with a morning chat. So, World 2IC coming to you on this Friday morning. And what do I want to talk about today? Well, I want to talk about a false sense of security. And what I mean by that is that when we do things like a bunch of us get together and go to a bug out weekend, or maybe we go to a 1 day event, or we get together for whatever variety of reasons, just because we're getting together for an event that is prepping related, even if it's going to the range and practicing, even if it is going to play paintball or a camping trip, Memorial Day weekends coming up and things like that, just because we're getting together with like-minded individuals, or maybe we're getting together with our own mag or family, does not mean that we need to let our securities down, right? We need to keep our guard up and keep well aware. We need to make sure that we have a good situational awareness, right? SHTF does not give anything about the time and the place or anything of where you are at and what you are doing. It's just going to happen. And we have to make sure that we are prepared for that, right? Maybe we're just on a simple vacation and we should have it. What are you going to do if something goes down? Are you maybe way outside? I know there's a lot of people that's coming from out of state. If SHTF was to happen, what is your plan? Are you going to try and get back home? I'm sure that's where friends and family are. If you're coming to Bug Out Weekend, probably your entire mag and family is not coming with you. It'd be awesome if they did, but what is your plan? Same thing. Maybe you live in Michigan and you're taking the kids and grandkids and you're going down to Disneyland or whatever, SeaWorld. Are you really going to traverse half the country during a really bad SHTF situation? It's one of those things that I see it's fairly common that people don't have the plan. And the same goes for me, right? I'm going to be 2 hours away from my family. And for me, it's kind of a give and take because, one, I am way overpacking, right? I am playing the newbie because this is going to be my very first bug out weekend. And so I wanted to embrace the newbie, and I overpacked everything: clothes, food, gear, everything. Way overpacked. And so if something was to happen, not only would I feel pretty confident in myself, but I would probably be able to help others as well. Now, for me to be able to traverse, say, something happened and I couldn't use the rental car to get home, or the roads were blocked and I was going to have to, walk that distance on foot. Now, without gear and things like that, that would take hours and hours and hours to walk the 2-hour drive. It would take quite a distance. Now, start putting on the pack and everything else. It's going to take a little bit longer, right? You're putting on more weight. You're probably going to have to take more breaks. You're not going to be as maneuverable and things like that. So you have to take that into consideration, as well as weather and what is in between you and your destination and things like that. So I just want to make sure that I put that out there. I want to give you something to think about. If you are going to things, because everything's starting to warm up, right? We're starting to get into that kind of warmer holiday season. As you travel around and things, make sure that you take into consideration, if something was to go wrong, what would I do about it? What is my plan to bug out from vacation? What is my get home plan, or where would I go when I get there? There's a lot of people that they will pick a spot. Maybe they're going to go to whatever, this touristy place. Okay, if something was to happen, have you got on, Google Maps or whatever and looked around? How would I get out of that big area that I'm in? Maybe I'm camping in a remote spot. Okay, what am I going to do, if I'm there? Do I have enough supplies? You're probably not going to have a ton of supplies, but you know how many days of supplies and different things? Do you have a water resource? What's around there? Where would the potential threat be? What would be my area of evac and things like that? You know, go through and spend a little bit of time and try and do that, just as a little bit of a thought exercise and things like that. We're going into the weekend, consider it prepper homework. So but with that, I hope that all of you have an amazing day and a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. Remember, look for all of the videos from Bug Out Weekend. We're all going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. So with that, remember, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.